Hi guys, I'm Robby Howard alongside Nathan Brown here, standing inside Assembly Hall, something we're not used to doing. There's no seats where we usually do our post-game wrap-up videos, so we're standing today, recapping IU's 89-68 victory against North Florida. The Hoosiers bounce back after a tough loss to Syracuse, get a win. They're now 7-2 on the season. Evan Gordon led the Hoosiers tonight with a new career high, 15 points. For a while, he was perfect from the field, 7 of 7 tonight. And Nathan, what did you see from the Hoosiers' performance this evening?
Especially with Gordon, he tends to be kind of a quiet scorer. I think he's had, before this game this season, he had 2 double-digit games. This was his 3rd this season. Came in with the previous season high of 12 points. But, he's just a guy that spots up real well from, for mid-range jumpers, knocks him down. He was 7 for 7 this evening. Coming in threatening Will Sheehy's 9 for 9 perfect record for a game that Sheehy set last season. But he along with other guys from the bench really provided a great backbone for the Hoosiers, who, especially in the first half, really kind of struggled a little bit. North Florida got within 4 points, and then IU led by as many as 20 in the first half. Went into the locker room with a 52-35 lead, and really the lead really exploded, got to as many as, I think, 34 in the second half before letting some points slip away. They had their 3rd or 4th string in towards the end, I'd say, and North Florida scored a few points, but it didn't really make much of a difference.
Yeah, North Florida's Dallas Moore had 27 tonight to lead North Florida, but really the game never felt that close. There were times, like you said, where it did get close, but for the most part, the Hoosiers controlled from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. Another big key stat for IU tonight, they had 17 assists, a new season high for the Hoosiers. Austin Etherington said that, Crean actually said that that's about what they averaged last season, so that's more on par with what they had been doing before. Also a season low 11 turnovers. We saw IU get out their first four baskets all had assists, and probably the best ball movement that we've seen from IU this season thus far.
Especially those first 4 or 5 possessions, you really noticed they really had great emphasis on finding that open man and getting that next pass where guy maybe had a fairly open shot that was farther away from the basket and made a that extra pass that they weren't making against Syracuse in the second half against their 2-3 zone, and finding an open guy either in the paint from three-point land, where Yogi hit the game's first shot for 3, and that really sparked the Hoosiers, I could definitely tell.
Yeah, I think the biggest example of IU's passing tonight came from Jeremy Hollowell, who had an open three-point look from top of the key and decides to pass instead to a wide-open Noah Vonleh, who's inside. He gets a layup and gets fouled, and that's just seemed like sort of typifying IU's emphasis on passing the ball tonight. Another big area for the Hoosiers, of course, we talked about Evan Gordon with his 15 points off the bench, but there were a lot of other Hoosiers on the bench who chipped in and contributed tonight.
Yeah, they did. Let's see here. Gordon, I know, like we said, had 15 points.
Hana Mosquera-Perea had 8. Luke
Yeah.
Fisher had a new IU career high with 6.
Yeah, Etherington had 6 as well. There were actually, it was actually a 12-point run for the Hoosiers in the second half, midway through, where Hunter scored 6 straight points, and then Luke Fisher went and scored 6 points straight for the Hoosiers as well on a 12-2 run, where those aren't guys that you're usually looking for production from, but as Crean noted after the game, those are 2 guys along with guys on the bench and starting lineup that are really putting in the extra time, getting in shots, getting in time on the court, working hard in practice, and really trying to make a difference. And I think this is a game where you really see the potential for how big of a and deep of a bench IU really has, where you have guys like Yogi, who didn't lead the team, had I think it was 14 points for the Hoosiers. You have so many guys that have the potential to get into double digits, where if Luke Fisher or Hunter get another bucket, they could be in double digits.
Yeah.
And I think that's a real strength of this Hoosier, the Hoosier team, both this year and the year to come.
Yeah. Yogi Ferrell, 14 and 7. Of course, Noah Vonleh, another double for him with 13 points and 11 rebounds. Just pretty much an all-around dominating performance for the Hoosiers. offensively, defensively. They also had 9 steals. That's just one short of their season high with 9 steals. Didn't ask about the deflection number tonight.
We
I meant
didn't.
to do that. 'Cause
That's right.
it seemed like IU was really active on the defensive side of the ball, getting their hands in the passing lanes a lot of times. But just really a solid performance from the Hoosiers. They need to come out after losing 2 of their last 3, actually. They need to come out and have a dominant performance, and that's exactly what they did against North Florida. Hoosiers are next in action on Tuesday night against Oakland. We'll both be there, and we'll be joined by a new columnist on Tuesday night. Evan Hoopfer will be taking over for Connor, who is moving to Peaks.com. So maybe we'll get a video in with Evan.
I'll have to do that. His first game, your last game with us here at the
My
IDS.
last game at the IDS on Tuesday night. So
It's a bit of a changing of the guard here mid-season, but we'll still be bringing you guys coverage. Look for the IDS, copy the IDS on Monday for a couple stories, a column, and look for some previews on IU's game against Oakland on Tuesday.
We'll see you on Tuesday night, guys.
See you guys.